Hi everyone, welcome to this week's update to Blackwood. It's been a couple of weeks since I last posted a video, so I'll give you a quick rundown on what's been happening over the past couple of weeks. As you can see, we're busy looking here at the rail bridge that I've been building, and it has now more or less been finished. The second half of the bridge, the more modern extension, has had the parapet walls put on. The footpaths have also been put on, and as you can also see, there are two lighting standards. Now, I had hoped to use the lighting standards that I recovered from the original bridge that sat there, but unfortunately when I came to put them onto the bridge, I had one small problem, and that was the gold part that you can see at the bottom of this actual standard here. It's a fairly long piece of brass, and that's the bit that, if you like, is planted, and obviously if I was to put that through the actual road bridge, it would in actual fact have poked out and appeared from underneath the bridge down here. So I contacted CR Signals, who very kindly made two shorter length versions of their street lights, which arrived within 48 hours of me actually placing the order. So the two street lights have been put in, they're both wired up and they are both working. You'll also notice that the lines over here, the last time we had an update, the lines were in but they weren't ballasted. They have now in actual fact been ballasted. And the other thing is the retaining wall. The retaining wall is now actually fixed in place. We cut back a very slight bit of the road surface here, so we could just see the top of this retaining wall. It'll all disappear with bushes and trees and things. And it's been infilled with some foam ready to take the mod rock plaster bandage, which will sit on the top of that. The other thing is the fencing that you're seeing or running along there. It's been patched right the way along. All the bits that were missing have also been patched in. And as I said in one of my earlier videos, or one of my last videos, I was going to probably not have this retaining style of wall here, but going to have a rock face. And as you can see, we have got a rock face. It's still drying. It's been painted a number of times. It's been put in using the Woodland Scenics rock moulds, and if I come back here, you'll see that it's actually been done on the other side as well, to give you the effect of a solid, or hopefully it gives you the effect of a solid piece of rock. Obviously it's not finished here yet because we need to extend this bit out here, but it will eventually come right the way along. If I turn round, it will simply come right the way along and finish at the end of this section of road. So this bit is the bit I've been working on today. So it's, if it focuses, it's probably quite wet at the moment in terms of it's obviously been painted with the various different pigment colours. So it will probably lighten up in tone over the next couple of days. Also reinstated, this is actually one of the original pieces of rock outcrop that I had in the old layout, and it's actually been reused, and it's had a few other bits of rock added on to it. You'll also notice cable trunking. That was the cable trunking that was recovered from the layout. It's been reused and it's been put in down here right the way through, and again the cable trunking is in here. Probably the next job will be to ballast this section of line through here, and on the other side here, as you can see, this is a piece of foam board and that's what the rock's actually fixed to. The rock's fixed to the foam board. There'll be some foam board running along there, and this section here, which was over here, that's now in actual fact curving the wrong way, so that'll probably have to be heated with a hairdryer to make it curve the opposite way. So again, plenty of work to do, but I just thought I'd give you a quick update. If I come back here, I think you hopefully will start to see what this is looking like with the start of the two bridges, the entrance into the lower fiddle yard, which is now all ballasted, and the single line entrance there coming into a gorge, going into a tunnel. And I'm sure once we get the bushes and all the ballast in, it will begin to look even better, but it is starting to take shape as to the way I think it should look. I'll just come back round here because some of you have actually asked about the fiddle yard. That is the fiddle yard with one of the top covers off it. So as you can see, it's quite extensive. We can hold a fair amount of stock. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and feel free to comment. Cheers.